You've probably heard the buzz about eating less protein to live longer, right? But here's the real question. Can eating less protein actually help you age slower? Or are we being misled by some old, misinterpreted research? Stick around, because we're about to uncover the truth. Let's start with a story. In 1945, one of the deadliest battles of World War II took place in Okinawa, Japan. A third of the population was wiped out, leaving many without enough food. For years, the Okinawan people survived on their most resilient crop, the sweet potato. Decades later, something amazing happened. Okinawa became a blue zone, famous for having one of the longest living populations in the world. So, what was their secret? In 2019, a BBC article claimed their long life was linked to a high-carb, low-protein diet. Citing a 2016 study on animals, it suggested a low-protein, high-carb diet could extend lifespan. The article claimed the Okinawan diet was 10 parts carbs to 1 part protein, with only 1% of calories from meat or fish. It all seemed to point to sweet potatoes being the key. But hold on, I've actually been to Okinawa, and something about this story just doesn't add up. The research the BBC article was based on, it used data from 1949, just a few years after the war. Back then, food was incredibly scarce, and sweet potatoes were a survival food. Is it fair to say that a post-war diet of desperation represents their traditional way of eating? I don't think so. So where did this less protein for a longer life idea even come from? Let's talk about the work of David Sinclair, a Harvard scientist who has spent over 20 years trying to crack the code of aging. He discovered that a protein regulator in our cells, called mTOR, plays a key role in the aging process. Here's the simplified version. mTOR is activated by amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein. The theory goes that if we eat less protein, we activate mTOR less, and this could slow down aging and help us live longer. Sounds pretty straightforward, right? But does this theory actually hold up when we look at real-world human health? Not so fast. The traditional Okinawan diet is far more complex than just sweet potatoes. Before the BBC article, another book called The Okinawa Program revealed something fascinating. Okinawans didn't just eat plants, they ate a lot of pork. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. Before World War II, Okinawa had over 100,000 pigs. After the war, the pig population was devastated, but they rebuilt it. By the 1960s, their pig numbers had shot past pre-war levels. The Okinawan diet was primarily plant-based. Yes, but pork was their main source of protein. They famously ate every part of the pig from the ears and feet, right down to the blood. It's clear that protein, specifically from pork, played a huge role in their diet. Here's the twist. In recent years, as modern Okinawans have shifted towards eating more carbs and less protein, their legendary longevity has actually declined. So, if lowering mTOR is the goal, should we just cut out protein? The answer is not that simple. While some studies suggest that constantly high mTOR activation might not be ideal, many other things activate mTOR too, including exercise. Exercise is one of the best things you can do for your health. It stimulates mTOR to promote muscle growth and has been proven to reduce the risk of diabetes, heart disease, and even depression. And this brings us to the real key to longevity: muscle mass. As we age, we naturally start to lose muscle. This condition is called sarcopenia, and it can start as early as your 30s. A 2022 study found a direct link between muscle wasting and a higher risk of death from all causes. So, if you want to live a long, healthy, and independent life, you need to maintain your muscle mass. And guess what the primary tool for building and maintaining muscle is? Protein, specifically essential amino acids, like leucine, which are abundant in animal proteins. In fact, a 2021 study showed that people who ate more protein, especially animal protein, had more muscle mass, even if they didn't exercise much. Protein is fundamental to staying strong and, ultimately, promoting a longer life. Don't just take my word for it. Dr. Lane Norton, a renowned expert with a PhD in nutritional sciences, explains that animal proteins are significantly more effective for building muscle than plant proteins. They contain all the essential amino acids your body needs, in the right proportions and are more easily digested and absorbed. The quality of your protein matters. Now, you might be thinking, but isn't too much protein dangerous? Here's the thing. While some old studies hinted at issues, the real problem is often the overall quality of the diet. If your diet is full of processed foods and low-quality protein sources, you're not doing your health any favors. But if you focus on high-quality animal protein and combine it with regular exercise, you're setting your body up for a long, healthy life. And get this, 1992 study on the Japanese population found that the Okinawans who lived the longest were actually eating more animal protein, not less. The regions in Japan with the highest life expectancy had a higher intake of animal protein and ate fewer carbohydrates. So, what does this all mean for you and me? The most important takeaway is that maintaining muscle mass as we age is absolutely crucial for longevity. And to do that, we need more. High-quality protein, not less. Especially as we get older. It's not about cutting protein to live longer. It's about getting the right kind and amount of protein and staying active. Speaking of staying active, resistance training is one of the best ways to stimulate muscle growth and get that healthy M2R activation. It's a powerhouse for everything from brain health to cardiovascular fitness. I know you're probably wondering, so how much protein do I actually need to keep your muscles strong and healthy? A good target is about 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight each day. So, if you weigh around 150 pounds, that's about 110 grams of protein. But remember, quality over quantity. Focus on high-quality sources like meat, fish, eggs, and dairy. So, to wrap it all up, the idea that eating less protein will make you live longer is a myth based on incomplete data. The science actually shows that maintaining healthy muscle mass through adequate protein intake and regular exercise is one of the most powerful strategies for a long and vibrant life. What do you think? Have you ever tried cutting back on protein for health reasons? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into health and longevity. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.